Well, hey there, fight fans, and welcome to another edition of the Speed Bag. Today, a segment I like to call, How Did It Come to This? Now, former UFC middleweight champion Anderson Silva finally got his day in court with the Nevada State Athletic Commission this week, where he showed up to answer for those steroids that showed up in his system back when he fought Nick Diaz in January. Now, Silva found out that he tested positive in February of this year, which means he had roughly 6 months to prepare a defense. And so what did that defense look like when he finally sat down in front of the NSAC? He blamed it all on some Thai sex juice that he got from his friend named Marcos. Now, obviously, this did not go over very well, especially because Silva's main evidence in this case was the testimony of an expert who really did nothing to prove that this Thai sexual performance-enhancing liquid in little blue vials was, in fact, the culprit for the steroid test. He just kind of showed up and talked, and didn't seem like anybody was buying it. And two things about that for Anderson Silva. One, whatever you paid that guy, get your money back. And two, how is it possible that this already sad story got even sadder? I mean, it was already a bummer. It was already one of the more depressing stories we've heard in the long, depressing history of drug test failures in MMA. I mean, here's Anderson Silva, one of the greatest to ever do it, if not the greatest, a hero to many, and he shows up and tests positive for steroids. Even the jaded reporters among us had to feel like that one was a new low for MMA. And yet the thing was, he had a ready defense. He could have just showed up and said, look, I broke my leg in the fight before this. You guys all saw that, right? I was in my late 30s. I needed a way to come back. I cut a few corners to do it. I mean, you're not going to get off completely. Poor choice of words. But at least the commissioners might have given you a slap on the wrist. We would have sympathized with you. And most importantly, we would not have thought that it was a sign that you had been juicing your entire career. We would have thought that, hey, it was a one-time thing for special circumstances, broken leg circumstances. We could understand that, even if we wouldn't totally forgive it. But this defense, the Thai sex juice defense, it makes us choose between believing that either Anderson Silva is a really bad liar, or Anderson Silva is kind of dim-witted enough that he's just downing chemical marital aids that he gets in the gym from some dude he knows. Neither one of those are really good options to choose from.